Kirkon nummi state of mind, ADODM, se Rambo heinis, köyhä Jone ja tee. Kroomin katku hyvälle nenä ku pomma seinä älee, likainen etelä, likainen.
Elk Grove, California. I think our leg was being pulled there. Go ahead, Elk Grove.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Hey, just wanted to make a comment, about this is the first time in any election that, I voted Democrat, and that's because, all of the one-way street that the Republican Party seemed to be going, it sounded an awful lot like Howard Stern's butthole.
All right, we're going to clear the lines, and we'll...
From Rhode Island, and the town is Quahog. You're on. Go ahead.
Hi, I actually disagree with a couple of the people who just called in. I was actually in Iraq no more than maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Everyone there wants to leave. We don't want to be there anymore. We don't want to keep fighting. We just want to go home. We've been there for too long. We keep getting held over and held over. We haven't seen our family in years. I mean, I can't remember the last time I barrel-rolled my wife.
Next telephone call, Fayetteville, Tennessee.
Hey, Austin, you're on the air. Good morning. We're doing open phones.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks. Charlotte, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm just fine.
Talking about the practices of credit counseling centers with Travis Plunkett. We invite your phone calls of one of 3 lines. Our next call, Newark, New Jersey. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I got myself into really bad debt. I was paying one credit card off with another for over 4 years. I just went on, and I'm like really broke right now, about to file bankruptcy. I'm trying to get a penile implant. I need to enlarge my package to pick up the chicks these days.
Oxford, North Carolina is up next. Good morning.
At least for second, if not, of course, for first. Let's go to Clarence, Democratic line in Jacksonville, Florida, and hear what he has to say. Hi, Clarence.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Very exciting day here in America, the New Hampshire primary. I think it's very interesting to see how different this race is from previous races when you look at the amount of personality that you see in the Republican field. Herman Cain with his 999 plan, Rick Perry with his oops, Michelle Bachmann with her very hairy vagina.
Oh, excuse me, that was totally inappropriate, and we're talking about the candidates and what's going on in New Hampshire.
All right, thank you. We're going to go to Louisville, Kentucky for our last call for James Kitfield. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I'd like to ask Mr. Kitfield what his opinion is on Halliburton being awarded or rewarded no big contracts. I'd also like to ask him his opinion on Howard Stern's tiny.
I have no real opinion on that last question. It's appropriate, though. We did have just a minute or two. That last call was a Howard Stern caller, and the group set out this morning on the Stern Fan Network to jam our lines. And that's the first call out of 68 that we got in the morning from a Stern caller. And they do, the way they do this is they record the whole program, and then they try to get in, and then they give it to Howard Stern, and then he runs it on his program, and everybody goes off and gets their lollipop and enjoys their weekend.
Right.
But I have to mention that because they had blogged all day, all week, that they were going to jam the lines today, and something happened. They just didn't get through.
Your intelligence is better than theirs.
And we have no intelligence. Take them as they come, but I thought had to say that. James Kitfield's book is called...
Moving on to Baltimore, Democrat line. Hello.
Hi, Cindy.
Hello.
My question is, do you respect Howard Stern's penis?
Getting a lot of crank calls today. Not sure why they're coming in. We'll try to crack down on them as best we can. Get to another...
We go next to Camden, New Jersey on the Republican line. What do you think about all this?
Good morning, Brian, and thank you for C-SPAN.
Welcome.
When did you lose your virginity?
What do you mean?
How old were you?
I'm not about to answer that question.
When you lost your virginity. When'd you get fucked?
Hey, thanks. Nice to hear from you. Always good to hear our callers when they're like...
Thank you. Troy, New York, you're on the Washington Journal. Go ahead.
I would just like to thank you for taking my call, number one. And number two, you should go fuck yourself.
On the USA Today.
Coit, Michigan. Jim on our Republican line. Please go ahead with your question or comment.
Yeah, thank you, C-SPAN. And Peter, you mentioned something about sharing the burden. And I just want to say, I go home every night, turn on the news, see these congressmen and women getting out of their limousines with their law degrees. But, for me, on Main Street, I'm still getting a $9 haircut. And, I drive a pretty nice van. And for that, I'm fortunate. But what I hate is that I'm becoming the one with the draconian policies. I'm becoming the vilified. I manage a Quiznos.
and these punk kids come in and they expect a free bag of chips, as our deal used to be. But times have changed, and I got to say, you want those Doritos? Well, Cool fucking Ranch, kid.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.